Some of the quietest and most unknown issues are some of the most harmful and cannot be solved because no one sheds light on them. Each year, millions of animals contract parasitic diseases, and it consumes their lives. This is a quiet issue that receives absolutely no attention. The fact of the matter is that these animals are suffering and desperately need our help.
Not only that, but farmers are struggling greatly as well. Parasites greatly affect livestock productivity, and in modern countries where national cattle herds exceed numbers in the tens of millions, losses can add up quickly. In 2013 alone, it is estimated that the Mexican agriculture industry suffered losses of approximately 1.41 billion US dollars due to six species of parasites alone. Annual losses in the United States are estimated to be in the range of $2.2 billion as well.
Each year, thousands of people are hospitalized due to close contact with parasites. Whether it is contact with an animal or contraction from digestion, this is a real issue which damages the quality of goods, ruins economic output, and destroys the lives of animals and humans that digest the meat or produce. Current unsanitary conditions on farms exacerbate the issue of disease, and resistance is steadily rising due to the overuse of current drugs. The current world is unequipped to solve the growing issues. Additionally, the incorrect administration of drugs is where most preventable damage is done, causing abscesses, reducing livestock growth, and incurring additional fees. Problematically, this is a regularly reported issue. Not only this, but keeping adequate medical records has also been a notable problem for the agricultural industry.
The current battle against parasitic diseases is failing, but not for long. Introducing Probacco, a novel tobacco-based anti-parasitic treatment, which is a pill and not an injection. In addition to Probacco, we also saw an application which helps manage animals' medications.
The first component of Probacco is our pill. Our pills are filled with anthelmintic alkaloids that are extracted from tobacco leaves. More specifically, our team seeks to use the left-to-rot tobacco that exists all across the world and solve the issues of both parasitic diseases and wasted tobacco all at the same time.
The process of deriving anti-parasitic effects from tobacco plants is a relatively easy one. At the most basic level, all one needs to do is dry the plant matter, blend it into a fine powder, and then mix it with a solvent such as water or menthol in order to create a solution with anti-parasitic effects. This solution works because of an alkaloid called nicotine, a chemical found in abundance in tobacco plants. When used correctly, nicotine can kill parasitic worms, and other alkaloids found in tobacco are known to kill various kinds of fleas, ticks, and other parasites.
More so, the problem of underdosing or overdosing medication will be solved through our second component, the application.
A number of farms have tracking information on specific livestock, rather through chips or tags on the animal itself.
Our product is unique given that there are no tobacco-based anti-parasitic drugs on the market right now. This means our drug will be more effective because no animals would have built a resistance to it. Additionally, our product is actually not an injection, it's a pill, which means that we're going to be able to avoid a number of harms that injections cause for these animals. Our app is also unique because it allows farmers to track the individual animal on a map in response to GPS, but also it provides updates on what animals need and updates in real time for when they need to get medicated.
We will bring our product to market with two strategies. The first is to create strategic alliances with large pharmaceutical companies. Companies like Zoetis and Merck Animal Health are open to partnerships with startups like us. By partnering with these companies, they sponsor us for FDA approval and help us with costs. The second approach is through angel investors and grants in exchange for equity. This money will be allocated to FDA approval and upkeep costs.
In addition to this, we plan to help introduce our drug to the market in two ways. First, we plan to get into contact with farmers via pamphlets and informational sessions in order to make farmers aware of Probacco and our services. Then, we plan to branch out to digital marketing, using targeted advertising on websites such as YouTube, Instagram, and Google in order to bring more awareness to our product.
Welcome to Probacco's web-based application. First, let's start off the login page. All users have to do is enter their email address and unique password ID. Once inputting both of these in the subsequent text fields and clicking the login button, they will be redirected to Probacco's homepage. In Probacco's homepage, what they will see is a welcome message saying welcome to Probacco and a brief message statement, essentially detailing how our team was composed as well as how we strive to make the world a better place. Upon toggling the sidebar button, users will get access to a plethora of pages and functions that our application has to offer. The most important page is the My Farm page. Upon clicking the My Farm page, users will see a rendering using satellite imagery of their farm. They will also see unique markers shaped like animals denoting each individual livestock which they have entered in this farm while creating their account. So As we can see in this demo particularly, we see 6 cows in the space region. However, not all of these cows are the same. We can see out of the 6 cows, 2 of them have these unique red markers on them. So what exactly do these red markers denote? Well, what these red markers are denoting that these particular livestock or cows in this scenario don't actually have a dosage. So how do we fix this problem? Well, all a farmer has to do is go up to the cow to first check personal information. And clicking on this, a farmer will see in the sidebar first their ID, the dosage status, the last administration date, and the next administration date. Now, let's say a farmer doesn't actually know how much to give each livestock. Well, there's a very simple solution which our application offers. This comes in the form of a calculate dosage calculator in the top right corner. So for all intents and purposes, we have described this farm to be a cattle farm. So if a farmer wants to actually calculate the amount of dosage, all they have to do is select cattle. Next, it'll ask for the weight of the specific animal. So we're just going to go with the average weight of an Angus beef cattle, which is around 850 kilograms. Input the severity of the infection. So for all intents and purposes, let's just assume that the infection is at a medium scale. Once the user clicks calculate dosage, it will tell them exactly how many grams and pills that they need to administer to this cow to ensure a successful recovery and prevent a parasitic outbreak. In this case, it's 8.287 grams, or around 8.3 pills to be exact. So what does a farmer next have to do? All they have to do is go up to this cow, give them the pill, and then on the app, click the administer dosage button. Once clicking the button, we notice that the red marker disappears, the dosage status changes, as well as the last administration date and the next administration date. Now, let's go to the next property of our app, or our second most important page, the farm analytics page. This page offers a plethora of different graphic representations of information regarding their farm.